Welcome to Aaron Plays. In this episode, we will be continuing my scenario 18, Pandemonium, of World at War 85, Storming the Gap. Currently, the situation is we're going to do turn 7 of the 10-turn scenario. The Soviet and East Germans, the Pact, have to capture this village here to win the scenario. I just need to hold on to it. Currently, the Warsaw Pact Forces have taken quite a few losses. Over 50% losses on this formation, so their morale's dropped back down to what's written on the card. This formation here are one loss away from doing so as well. And the Soviet Special Forces have been decimated after their landing here, which didn't go too well. So without any further ado, let's move on. Okay, so Tesla are out of off-board artillery. And it's my infantry formation first up. Okay, so nothing to refresh. Look like I'm all ammoed in. Nothing disrupted. Oh yes, there's a Bradley here that's disrupted. So check on his morale. Morale is 7. He says, not interested, sir. Okay, so with that in mind, so with no off-board artillery, got this mortar here. Minimum range of 3. I think we're going to drop some, get it to fire at this packed mortar over here. HQ spotting for it. So it's 3 at 5. 1 hit. Gets 1 at 5 to save. No, he's disrupted. Ops complete. Okay, the actual HQ unit. Okay, the infantry will fire. 2 at 5 from the infantry, which is 2 at 4 for point blank, and I'll fire the dragon over at the enemy tanks over here. Or I could fire over here. We have line of sight 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's normal range, that's extended range. However, improved position, yeah, we'll take out this tank here. Right, so with everything declared, the infantry will fire first, 2 at 4. No hits. Okay, the HQ firing over here. Because it's extended range, it's 3 at 4, which goes 3 at 5, but the HQ makes it 5 at 5. That's 2 hits. Reactive armor, 3 at 4. Saves. Missile ammo. Got to check for reloads. The activation, ops complete. Okay. This infantry unit, he's doing okay. Now, Mr. Lucky, because he's taken a pounding from everybody and not even been scratched. Those improved positions must be improved positions. Okay, so let's fire at, wait a minute, he's on the hill. Yeah, you can see down there. So that's just infantry. So firing at the infantry with on the enemy HQ with 2 at 4, and then the anti-tank guided weapon at this BMP. So 2 at 4, first of all. That is 1 hit. They've got protection of the wreck, so it's 1 at 5. No. So that infantry is removed, which now drops their morale. The HQ, fine, but they do end up in the suppress box. Okay. Over here, This thing was firing at this vehicle. 4 at 4, which becomes 4 at 3. That is 2 hits. 1 at 5 to save. It's not a wreck, is it? 1 at 5 to save. No save, 2 hits. First disrupt, then eliminated. So let's place it right there now. Bengal. Missile ammo. Yeah, we're okay there. Ops completed. I think that'll do for my infantry. Next up, first end of operations. Oh, was that my infantry again? Ooh. Well, that's fortuitous. So that's removed. That's removed, and that's removed. All right, so that's the refresh. After refresh, command, rolling command, check for missiles. Why do that in the right order? Command, then missiles, yes. Check for missiles. Okay, he's passed, so he's refreshed those. Right, well, disruption on the Bradley. No, they're not interested. Slightly more. Last time they're all 666, this time 11. You know, it was like, yeah, no, we're not interested. Okay, so my infantry this time firing on here. And actually probably the biggest threat is from this stack here. So the infantry and the tower will fire in here. Oh, the infantry's still mounted in that hex. Right, so the tower will fire in there, the infantry will fire down into P11 there. Right, so the tower 4 at 4, 4 at 3, point blank, 2 hits. They now get protection from themselves, 5, and the woods, and it's an anti-tank guided weapon against a wood hex. So it's there's 2 hits, and it's 3 at 5 to save. Don't save any of them. Oh dear. Okay, so that will be, it was disrupted already. It is now eliminated. The infantry, they're okay. Right, still disrupted though. And my infantry shooting down to those guys. 2 at 4. 2 hits, no cover, already disrupted, already reduced, eliminated. Missile ammo supply, yeah, we still got missile ammo supply out of ops complete. Wow, command, ops complete. Okay, the Bradley got nowhere to move. Over to my HQ here. He will direct again this mortar to fire on that now disrupted mortar. That will be 3 at 5. No hits. I think I'm going to save this guy for what happens, because again, this will be the last activation this turn of the turn. So I think I'm going to keep those guys powder dry. Right, next, Soviet Special Forces. Okay, so their HQ is available. So refresh first. There's nothing that's completed. Bring in the HQ back. Let's put them there. Their aim is still to get into here. Okay, so that's HQ. That's command. Removing of disruptions. So on the hex there, 7, 8 because of the HQ. Unlucky. And the mortar, he's on 7. Yes. Okay, the helicopters. Yeah, they've got no disruptions to remove. So that's it. Okay. Draw a card for them. Card 47. So the mortar is in point blank range here. So it'll fire. So will it fire here or here? If these guys could have assaulted in, that would have been probably the better move. But now that they can't, I think that would be the better one to aid the assault here. It's two hit 5. One hit and ignored because of the, you got it. You improve position. Ops completed on those. The helicopters, looking at the card, they've all got fire commands. So there's no point being landed because they can't fire while landed, so they all hover. And again, actual fact, if they fire here, they can only do one hit on a 4, one hit on a 5. And the improved position will counteract that straight away. So let's fire on the Bradley. It is susceptible to HE. It's in point blank. These two at 1 at 4s. For the first one at 1 at 4, that's a hit. And the Bradley's got an armor of 6. No, so it's now eliminated. Yes, it's already reduced. Let's put a wreck there. And the Bradley. It's gone. So that's one of them fired. And again, they suffer the same problem here. There's no point shooting them because they can only do one hit. So when they're in hover mode, they're no use to anybody. So in actual fact, all right, we put 2 in hover mode, put these 2 into flight. Oh, one went into hover mode. The other one, now knowing it's no point, actually flies. They're going to get into a place where they can fire. They can do all this. They've only got HE, so they can't affect these tanks because these are heavy armor. That's a threat to them. If they move here, he can't see. So they are now in fly mode. There. Ops complete. He's in fly mode. Ops complete. Ready for the next turn. And he's now ops complete because he was the one that knocked out my vehicle. Okay. And they can't fall back anywhere because they're adjacent. So no, so that's them done. Next up. Right, the East German armor over here. Right, so nothing to refresh, no missiles to reload, straight into, okay, disruption removal, or do, yeah. Happy with the HQ over here, probably. Okay, so first of all on the BRDM. No, on the tank. Yes. No, they're morale 6 now, isn't it? Yes. Point. Command status of the mortar at the back here. They are in command. Okay, so that will then be their first thing to do is to bring 3 up 4. So the HQ spotting onto this X here. 3 at 4. And that's 3 at 4 each. Well, there's only one target, so against the infantry. 3 dice at 4. 1 hit, and again, shrugged off for the improved position. It's completed. Right. Drawing a card for these guys. Card 33. So, card 33. It says point blank assault. Then fire. Are these guys point blank of anybody? So within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They could assault here. I have kept the dragon back. They'll be rolling 3, 4, 5 at 4. It definitely says assault. Okay, let's do it. 1. Well, we know they're coming in. Do I wait for the dragon? Hasn't got a minimum range on it. I'll probably wait for it here then. 1, but now they can see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which hex would they go for? I've also got potential to shoot here as well. Let me opportunity fire here first of all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hex range. So it's not point blank. 4 at 5 at the. Still got the improved position. 4 at 5. I may. No, I won't fire because of the improved position that they're on. Actually, no, they're not. I've dragged that with me, haven't I? Okay, 4 at 5 then. Up onto the fresh unit. 4 at 5. That's just one hit. It's got 3 at 5, height 4 at 5 to save. Well saved. Ops completed on him. So that was my only opportunity to fire on them there. So they still got this, a drive on this guy or drive on this guy. That's the harder target. That's the easier target, though it will take the risk of my armor here. Not here, but here. So this is a harder target because it's got the dragon. They come down here, the dragon won't be able to be used at all. We carry on this way, it will. Only moved 1 so far. They carry on this way, they still could take shots from my armor here. So this way they get 2 shots, this way they get 1 from that. It's a good unit with HQ support. Okay, it doesn't specify up here shooting. 2. Oh, they could go there for 3, 4, 5, 6. But then they would take a shot from this guy here. Oh, it's against a wood. Here they got the wreck for cover 3. Okay, so my guy here, 4 at 5, 4 at 4 for the range, 6 dice at 4. Only 2 hits. Still on the lead tank, 2 hits. He's 3 at 5, 4 at 5 for the wreck. He well and amply covers for it. What's completed on him? They now enter there. Okay. Right. So they will be 2 at 4, 3 at 4, 5 at 4 for the HQ. 5 at 4. You don't have much luck on these assaults. This hex doesn't have an improved position though, so that's 1 hit. The infantry back are fighting pure armor, so my infantry at 2 at 4. However, it's a city, so that improves the dice as well. So it's 3 at 4. 1 hit. Same as what they inflicted. So these fall back to there. Exactly the same. Both sides are ops complete. He's disrupted. 1 hit. Ops complete. And he's disrupted. And there, ops complete. Right. So then this guy will try the same, will he? Let's say assault. So 1. Okay, can fire down here now, which I will, with the dragon. So the dragon, it's 3 at 4, or 5 at 4. 5 at 4. That's 3 hits. Now, it's an anti-tank guided weapon, so they got reflective armor, so it's 3 at 5, 4 at 5, 4 at 4. Only 1 save. So he's gone up. Yes, that's me making explosive noises. Sorry. He's now ops complete. I think that concludes the votes for that armored formation. Okay. Next up. Whoops. Okay. Battlefield friction table. Okay. Okay, roll the dice for the battlefield friction. Sorry, events first, then friction. 6. It's that Overwatch again. See what effects. 1, 2, 3. NATO. It's NATO forces. Your troops have time to re-ammo again and reposition. Remove all ops complete markers from one friendly formation. It's got to be the infantry because they're the ones that are holding this position. They don't reactivate, but at least they are fresh, so they can op fire. Okay, so that's that done. Next card. Okay, it's the East German infantry formation over here. So first of all, refresh. We've got nothing to remove at this present moment. Next up would be command. Where is the command? It's off board. Oh no, he was suppressed. So they are out of command. Ah. Okay, so they're going to make command rolls. So we'll start at the back. He's fine. We stack here. Then morale is 6, and no, they are out of command. And this is done per hex. This hex, out of command. This hex here, out of command. Oh dear, this unit. They've run out of steam. Yeah. Okay. So they've only actually got 1 active unit. Can this guy see over there? Let's have a look himself. He can. So he will fire 3 at 4 at that position. 1 hit, negated, as per normal. by the improved position. Ops completed for him. Right, they've got one recon unit here. Let's draw a card for him. Card 49. Got no one line of sight. There's no point firing. Move towards, well, 1, 2, 3. Ops complete. Okay. That's that formation done. That was quick. Doesn't help me. Oh, wait a minute. I could still remove the disruptions. Slight rewind there. They can't shoot or anything because they're out of command, but they can remove the disruptions. So let's go in this hex. So the morale's 6, and it's harder if you're out of command. So they're actually looking at 5s. So 5s for this hex. Disruption removed. 5 for this hex. Disruption removed. Oh, it's just the PRDM. No. And there's no disruption there. Okay. So that ends there. There you go. Right. My bad. Next card. Soviet Special Forces. Right. So that's all these helicopters. Which aren't the most effective offensive tool, but hey ho. Right, the HQ's on the board, so they're all in command. Disruption removal. 8. Take away 1 for the HQ. 7. They are okay. Right. Okay, let's draw a card for them. Card 30. Fire, then assault. Okay. Well, let's fire this mortar. 2 at 5 into there. It's ops completed. These guys, 1 at 5, again, no point at all firing into the improved position. Let's change these to hover mode. Hover mode. They'll get 1 at 4, each of them into that. So the first one, 1 at 4, that's a hit. He's got 2 at 6 to save. No. So he is reduced. No, sorry, he's not. He's disrupted. The next one will do the same. 1 at 4. That's a miss. So they're both ops complete. This guy here, hover as well. Same target, because again, can't affect these, can't see these. 1 at 4. It's a hit. 2 at 6 to save. No, he's now reduced. Again, can't affect these guys. So he might as well change to fly. I think we need to start putting some pressure on these. So 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. Let's do Nape of the Earth for this guy. Let's stick him. They've got to come around here at some point to try and take this guy out. But he is armed with a really decent missile weapon. But there we go. That's where he's going. So he will get to fire 3 at 4. 3 at 3. 2 hits. 2 at 5 to save. No. Boom. Boom. Okay. That helicopter's taken out. Missile ammo. Plentiful supply. Ops complete. Right. I think that just leaves this guy now. Oh, he hasn't fired, so he might as well fire 2 at 4 into that. Again. No, 1 at 4. 1 at 4. A hit. 2 at 6. No. So that's him eliminated. So let's place wreck. And go. Ops complete. Okay. So this guy going in. Okay, so they've got 3 at 4. 3 at 4. The Warsaw Pact have not been lucky on these because that one hit gets absorbed by the improved position. Myself back at 3 at 4. The 4 at 4. See, that's what they needed. They're eliminated. HQ again goes into the suppressed HQs. He is gone. Okay. I'm trying for them. I can't help the dice. Okay. My armor. Removing or refresh, whichever way you want to term it. Delete those. Okay. Quite happy with the HQs. All the German armor's done here. So I'm going to move and shoot. Yeah, I think it's time to move and shoot. So 1, 2 into here. So stays full effect. That would be 4 dice at 4 because of point blank. Firing at the top one's disrupted. The other one's already step reduced. So we'll fire at the disrupted full strength. So it's 4 at 4. Not a jot. Ops completed. Okay. 1, 2. Firing on the same target, but he's now got 4 at 4. He'll have 6 at 4. 2 hits. 3 at 5 to save. And the wreck makes it 4 at 5 to save. No save. 2 hits. That takes him out. He was disrupted. 2 hits is eliminated. HQ is reduced, but goes and sits on the other guy. Reduce. Disrupted counter is removed. Complete, and they are now ops completed. Okay. Next card. Designated formation. Either one of those East German commands. Both are looking a little bit shattered. 1, 2, 3, it's this command. 4, 5, 6, it's this. It's the infantry. Okay, so refresh, remove the out command markers, but their HQ is in the suppressed box. won't be coming on this turn. So there could be a lot more out of commands. So let's roll for them. Command status, over here first, this hex. They're in command. This hex, they're out of command. This hex, out of command. This hex. Oh. This hex. In command. The big gun at the back. In command. Okay. Right, rolling for the disrupted unit there. No, doesn't recover. Right. Okay, as it's in command and can see, it's got one target. Let it fire. 3 at 4 at my infantry. They need 2 hits here, or 3 even. Get 1, ignored. Okay, drawing a card for them. Card 16. It says fire at any player units. There's no assault option. If they run out of the nerve. Okay, that says fire. 2 at 4 from the vehicle. 2 at 4. 1 hit ignored. 2 at 5 from the infantry. They can't fire, they can't fire. They can't see. So they move towards. One, 2. I might as well fire my infantry here. 2 at 4. 1 hit. They get 1 at 5 to save. Saved. Ops completed. Ops completed. Okay. End of turn. Okay. So who didn't activate? Their armor activated, their infantry, and their special forces. I know my infantry activated and my armor, so everybody activated. So nothing to prevent these guys. Turn formation deck, and these guys as well. Okay, moving on to turn 8. Let me clear the admin, delete admin counters. There we go. Turn 7 completed. I'm feeling a lot more confident now. They just cannot seem to get into this position here to allow them to get to here. They did one big push here. They could have taken it, but they didn't. I've now got, in fact, just as much armor now. These helicopters are pretty useless against, especially this position. Only rolling 1 dice, it's automatically absorbed by the improved position. So the only effective weapon over here now from the Soviets is the mortar. So can I see it going to the wire? Maybe, if they can get that position. You know, their HQs are no longer suppressors, so they'll be back on. Unfortunately, they can't assault all, at the same time. If they were stacked together, they could. I mean, could they move into there and then move there? That's an option, I suppose. That costs 2, that costs 4, no. Oh, no, infantry only costs 1, doesn't it? 1. So maybe they can do that. So, yeah, because that position's got to fall to allow these infantry to take that. So, yeah, it's still a lot to play for. Looking forward to the continuation. So if you enjoyed what you were watching, please click like and subscribe if not done so already. Any comments, much appreciated. Till next time, bye.